hey, I'm having a fun time with these, so I'm going to record another one. Who knows if anyone's watching them, but we'll see, I guess. Got Dark Thirst on the bow. May as well use that. Chiron is really strong, but I don't like using... Part of the reason I don't like using it is because it's so strong. Not that that stops me with Gilgamesh, but I'm going to use Hera, which is a bit... It's not super good, but I really like it. I'm really hoping to land in the spell backstab build with Hera, the Athena and Aphrodite duo. Haven't managed it yet, but we hope springs eternal. We'll give it another shot. Apparently we're not dedicated enough to it to actually start with one of their keepsakes, but there it is. What heat are we at for bow? One benefits, one middle management works for me. Yeah, cool. Let's check the mirror. So we're in Hera. Hopefully we're getting most of our damage out of spells, so we're happy to skip Boiling Blood. That doesn't affect spell damage. Yeah, otherwise we'll stick with the standard. Zeus. Don't really want his cast. Yeah, Epic Thunder Dash, that can certainly go places. There'll be some nice kind of incidental damage to accompany our burst cast damage. I think it's something of a habit for new players, myself included when I first started, to underestimate Zeus. The flat damage numbers are obviously a lot less than Ares's, and they're not... I feel like the percentage increases are kind of more flashy than the flat damage numbers, but flat damage just is a lot scaled a lot nicer with a lot more things that do overall damage improvements. Don't scale with your percentage increases, but they're scaling with your flat damage. So you really should not underestimate the flat damage effects, especially with someone like Zeus, who's got so many support boons to make his stuff better. Don't really have a strong sense of who I'm hoping to end up with for cast. I suppose since we're in Zeus, ending up with a Athena cast would be quite nice because their duo is quite strong. So yeah, maybe if we don't have a cast before we get to Asphodel, we'll pick up the Owl to force an Athena boon. We should probably try and fill our other slots before then, just to make sure we can get that cast reliably. Got Chaos coming up here too. I forgot what this room reward was. We'll be turning down a gold reward if we do take Chaos. We'll have to see what it is. Ew, a bit dicey there. Athena was what we wanted, so we'll stick with Athena. Even though Chaos often has some really good cast support boons, I'd really like to end up in this Aphrodite Athena backstab thing. I'd really like to give that a try, so we're gonna pass up Chaos this time. Even though Chaos in Tartarus is pretty attractive. Uncommonly superior protection. Okay, well, we're not getting offered the cast. If we want the duo, can we get that with... Can we get that with the cast for the Aphrodite duo? Yeah, phalanx shot. Okay, so that means we don't need Divine Strike. I'm actually going to re-roll and see if we can land that cast. Rare, that'll do. I must be silent to focus my full attention on the fishies. Alright, we've got that Athena cast now, which is quite nice. Gives us very good burst damage. Yeah, if we can get that Zeus duo, we'll be in a very pleasant spot. Okay, there's not really ever anything exciting with the Daedalus hammers for aspect of Hera. The only one I really like is the one that means you don't need to charge your attacks. Can't say either of these are appealing, so we'll take triple shot. Maybe we'll get a status effect on our attack, and that'll mean that we're applying our status more broadly, but it doesn't do much with our aspect, obviously. I'm going to skip over this dialogue. I'll look at it later in the VOD. Don't read it if you don't want to have spoilers. What's Baldy got for me today? Damage reduction again? Sure. Okay, yep, phalanx shot. Very happy to get some poms in there. Okay, is there any reason that we would want Ares? We are in Zeus, so we could go for Vengeful Mood again, but given that we're in the more kind of long range build, that's probably not that appealing. We're not desperate for Ares on any of our spells, and Ares and Athena is not what we're looking for right now, because we would need more regular deflection, so we'll take the double. I don't think fighting Athena is really going to be a problem here, so we'll do that. Okay, Jolted, yeah, absolutely love to see a purple Jolted when we've got Zeus, Zeus Dash. We're just getting huge amounts of free incidental damage. Oh yeah, yeah, you definitely shouldn't underrate Athena cast. The deflection's pretty incidental, but it does big damage, and it does it in an AoE, so cannot complain about that. Doesn't have quite the same crowd control as the Poseidon cast, but I think it does a little bit more damage. Alright, yep, and this is exactly what we're looking for if we are hoping to end up in that duo build. That means our spell backstabs are doing way more damage. This run's feeling good. I haven't made so much progress on getting that build together so early before, so I think I might have a good shot at landing it this time. What have we got in this trove? Darkness. Yeah. I said in a previous video, I'm kind of not too worried about getting darkness. I feel like if I really want a bunch more darkness, I can farm it up. Oh, we'd love to see side hustle in Tartarus. That'll just turn into so much money. Artemis. Artemis isn't really doing anything for us. Then we have to take one of her boons. Artemis and Athena isn't anything. Artemis and Aphrodite isn't anything. Artemis and Zeus, though, will give us a few extra lightning bolts. Yeah, we don't want either of these. Deadly Strike isn't going to make our spells crit or anything like that, so yeah, Artemis's aid is what we're looking for here. I do wish we had an aid that was a little bit more in keeping with duo hunting, but you know, we're not going to complain. Pretty much any call is good. They're all basically as good as each other. unless you specifically need one for something. Something to... Oh, actually, I forgot that Artemis does have... Artemis has stuff to improve your casting. I completely forgot about that. So if we can go for exit wounds, or if we can go for her legendary, that would be really nice. We would need to get a lot of Artemis boons for the legendary, because we need to... Yeah, probably get exit wounds, and then... probably pressure points is what we want. Okay, so we would definitely want to get ourselves some Aphrodite ASAP for highest chance of landing on that spell backstab build. Chaos also has some high backstab value boons, so theoretically if we grabbed one of those that would be quite nice. But more important than that, I think, would be more Bloodstones from Chaos. So yeah, we've got a lot of hits with Chaos right now. Chaos also has spell damage, of course. So yeah, we would not sniff at a Chaos room, knowing what we know now. Okay, 3 more dashes we are never going to sniff at. Hearts, yeah, Aphrodite is what we're looking for. Yeah, this is the problem with Asphodel. Your Bloodstones just go off to fuck knows where. I might just try and fire them off one at a time rather than doing the great big bursts, just because it's such a hassle when they keep going. Okay, yeah, we are not at all upset with Heartbreak Strike here. That's another status for our privileged status, and it gets us live for the duo. Very happy with that. Big damage too. I used to think that the Poseidon should be in the top tier of damage dealers as well, but I've kind of come around on Poseidon at this point. I think he's pretty good. Artemis is tempting for the extra, going for more spell value, but I'd really like to try and make this build work. So we're going to give ourselves the most chances at getting that duo. More Hermes to increase our Bloodstone drop speed, or to get greater recall to have them come back to us would be pretty nice as well. None of this is exciting us. Bronze Skin is pretty good, but I'm gonna see if... No, actually it's still early. I'm gonna take Bronze Skin now, so the pool is smaller, so future Athenas give us a higher chance. Is there a reason to keep picking up Zeus here? I think we're already pretty happy with where we're at with Zeus. The only thing we don't really want from Zeus now is his legendary, and if we're going to go for a red legendary, I'd rather go for more Bloodstones from Artemis. Plus this is an elite room, so we're going to get... I think elite rooms theoretically give you better rarity. I don't actually know if that's true though. I keep forgetting I'm in middle management, which gives this guy that annoying shockwave. Those Zeus bolts do real work though. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's the Artemis Zeus duo, which is not really what we want. It's pretty nice, but to be honest, We're actually going to turn it down because support fire gets us one step closer to Artemis's legendary, where this one does not. So we're going to disrespect Zeus here and go for support fire. So with any luck, we'll get exit wounds pretty soon, and then we'll be live for the Artemis legendary. Oop. I guess this room's a bit spoilers. You can get these guys back together. That was probably pretty obvious though. They've got a nice song. Yeah, cute. Okay. More rarity on our cast or our dash would be really nice right now. Our odds of it aren't super great, but I don't think extra rarity on upcoming boons or a bunch of poms is going to do us a huge amount of good right now. It'll be nice, obviously, but I think we'd like to roll the dice and see if we can get more rarity on our cast or our dash. Not what we were looking for, but that's okay. Alright, got our Hydra coming up. Another shot at Athena. Okay, again, not quite the duo we were looking for, but one that we're very happy to see. Getting that as bouncing casts. And yeah, just more cast damage. Cast damage is what we're looking for right now. Alright, so I'm thinking Lightning Phalanx is probably gonna do some very good work on the Hydra heads, especially in the second phase where they get a bit tightly packed. I don't really know what we want in our special at this point. We're already hitting privileged status with no problem. I'm probably just not going to use my special. I guess like if I got Dionysus, I could just do kind of point blank, a single point blank special to get a bunch of poison equity and then forget about it. Oh my fucking bloodstones. Oh my god. I cannot stand Asphodel. What was I saying? Yeah, our special. Maybe Demeter in there would be quite nice as well, just because slows a really nice status. Where are our bloodstones now? Okay, let's get some of those bounces going on. Yeah, look at that. Just fucking destroying 3 Hydra heads in one go. You cannot be upset about that. I'm sending my bloodstones away. Cannot be done with Asphodel soon enough. So each of those combos is currently doing 900 damage with the cast, plus whatever I'm getting from the arrow. So that's pretty nice. Alright, so we're not desperate for anything in our special slot. So we are going to take the... do we want the owl for more shots at the backstab, or do we want the arrowhead for more backstabs at the... I think ultimately the arrowhead will be better, but we really want to make this build work, so we will force the Athena bone. Do we want any of that? Chaos Gate could be really nice. I'm always frustrated when I see a Chaos Gate and it conflicts with the boon I'm trying to force, but I'm going to do it anyway. Hopefully we'll luck out and not have to deal with the conflict there. Not sure exactly what I'll do. I'll probably take the Chaos Gate if we get offered an Athena and a Chaos Gate. Because the... okay, so here's the Chaos Gate, and... yeah, there's the Athena. I'll take the Chaos Gate. With any luck, we'll get a big backstab boost, or a big spell damage boost, or a bloodstone boost. We've just got a lot of hits here. Okay, dash strike. Okay, absolutely nothing. Let's try the reroll. Life boons. Bloody hell. Okay. Each time you cast Gate for 4, that's not happening. Cannot collect bloodstone. Oh my god. Okay, so I guess we're getting more darkness and gemstones. Well, that was a That was an absolute miss. We will take the key for more rerolls. That was definitely not our finest chaos. It's definitely possible, I think, to overrate chaos, because obviously he can be really good, but you know, even if you do get offered a really good boon, sometimes it's just with a drawback that you can't negotiate with. You know, almost all the time, especially in Tartarus, you can deal with pretty much any drawback, but you know, if I'm in Hera aspect and I'm in Elysium, I'm not about to start taking 4 damage with every cast. That's just not going to be viable. We've got 300 gold. We're pretty low on life right now, so I think we'll sit on our gold. We'll see another shop later. Thanatos. Ah, too slow. Alright. Man, I can't believe we completely whiffed on the double chaos. Not thrilled about that. Okay, here's our Athena again. Like I said, hammers don't really excite us when we're in Hera aspect, so we are gonna stick with the Athena that we're hunting for. Everyone does love Asterius. He's such a nice guy. I'm pretty sure if you get Asterius as a mini-boss, he has less health in the boss fight, which is pretty nice. Okay, here we go, parting shot. So we have put it together, we've put the build together, so we'll have to see how we feel about it. It's obviously not going to be that meaningful in just a regular old chump fight, but hopefully it'll be pretty spicy in a boss fight. Butterfly balls don't have a back that you can stab, as far as I know. Yeah, really pleased that I managed to put this together. I've tried to do it like 3 or 4 times now without managing to... Like, I've got the backstab boon before, but I've not really been in a build where it's meant much. The spell backstab boon, that is. Weak effects more potent. Wave of Despair, Heartbreak Flourish. Yeah, potent weak effects sounds like what we're looking for here. Patroclus does very little for us. Did I check the well? Yeah, we'll grab a Hydrolite and not worry about Patroclus and get the Pom. The thing we're probably most looking for in the Pom is maybe either Dash or Jolted or just Cast, obviously. So 3 hits ain't bad. Hopefully we'll be able to get one of them. Otherwise, I'm sure we've got a couple of support boons that we wouldn't mind a Pom on, so I'm sure that we won't be walking away empty-handed here. Phalanx shot. Ooh, actually, Blinding Flash is interesting. Nah, but the base damage is what we want to increase here. Yeah, we'll see what the hammer has for us. Not too worried about our health total at this point. I'm sure we'll get at least one more heart in... we'll get at least one more heart in sticks, and that'll pump us up to 200 plus, and I'm pretty comfortable at that point. Those bouncing casts are so nice. Okay, and yeah, this is the one we're looking for, Flurry Shot. Okay, yeah, double boon, that's exactly what we'd like to see there. Get a bit more Athena. I'm sure there's something nice to be had with Athena. And Artemis, again, hopefully gets us closer to her legendary. So we're looking for exit wounds here. These are not exit wounds, and we don't care about Deadly Strike here. So let's hit that reroll. These are also not exit wounds. Pressure points will make us live for... Maybe I should have taken Athena first so I didn't get offered that special and had got offered something else instead. I think that would have been the right call. But Athena is a nicer fight with this build, with burst damage, than Artemis is. I keep trying to charge my attacks. I forgot that I took that hammer. Very convenient. Maybe I should actually consider going for the backstab on those chariots, but they die fast enough, seems like. Yeah, this hammer's so nice to use. Okay. Is there any... Are we actually looking for anything from Athena that we'd consider re-rolling for? Probably not, but let's have a quick check. Brilliant Riposte would make us live. Oh, hang on, we can't even get Brilliant Riposte. Okay. Deadly Reversal is not what we're looking for. We got Lightning Phalanx already. Yeah, okay, so we're not really hunting for anything from Athena. Let's take the trap damage reduction since Styx is coming up, and Styx does have some annoying traps. Take the shop here. We want as many chances as we can possibly get at Artemis. Okay. Smoldering Air, you get so much value from the maxed out Artemis call that I'm just going to go with Lightning Rod. Yeah, Lightning Rod's no slouch either, even though it's kind of annoying. Okay, so now we're going to put our backstabs to the test here, so just not yet, I guess. Okay. Not doing such a good job yet with the backstabs. I guess Asterius tends to kind of turn around quite a lot. And to be honest, there's too much going on the screen. I can't even tell if I'm actually getting the backstabs or not. Yeah, that was pretty nice though. But yeah, an exit wounds right now, or a quick reload. I mean, you already get quick reload from Aspect of Hera, but it stacks with the Hermes quick reload ability, so that's would be nice to end up with. We got a fully charged Athena call, so this guy should pretty much just melt. Yep, here we go. Yeah. Fully charged Athena call is just a huge chunk of damage, especially if you get good RNG. I think Artemis call. These bloody A-gods, they're going to be the death of me. Alright, I want Hourglass here because with any luck we will see a couple of Prometheus stones in the while we go through Styx. Get a couple more ammunition for our casts, so we can kind of fake it even if we don't manage to get that Artemis boon, that Artemis legendary boon for more bloodstones. Okay, there's an Artemis in the shop, which we like to see. There's also an Artemis in the rooms, which we like to see. So we have the prereqs for the legendary now, so we've got 2 shots at it plus a reroll. So I like those odds. I reckon we've got a pretty decent chance of landing fully loaded. Not much to really say about these Styx rooms, although we do have I forgot that we picked up Side Hustle early on, so we're actually getting like a big stack of cash from these Styx corridors, so cannot complain about that. I think there's a reasonable argument to be had dismissing aspect of Hera, in the sense that, you know, it doesn't actually really give you much of anything. Like it's kind of a quick reload, but the kind of the ability the aspect does for you. Oh, and here's our fully loaded. The ability the aspect does for you doesn't do that much, since you can still just cast your spells, and with one Hermes boon you can cast your spells very quickly. But I think just kind of the way that you can output your spells faster, and I really like the feel of those cast bursts. So I really like Aspect of Hera, even though it's certainly not high up in the power rankings of the aspects. It's definitely one of my most enjoyable ones. And obviously it gives you a great deal of extra control if you are using the Dionysus cast, which is particularly valuable on controller. Not so much on mouse and keyboard, given that you can just do cursor aiming with that, or when you have to aim with a stick. Anything extra that you can get to help you target your Dionysus casts is pretty juicy. I haven't been paying attention. I don't think I've missed any wells, but if I have, no, I'm a stupid dipshit, I guess. It is certainly a bad feeling if you go all the way through Styx with the bone hourglass and don't see any wells, but that doesn't happen often. Nothing we want to sell, is there? I guess we could sell Side Hustle, but that's still got a bunch more money in it for us yet. Might hold off on the shop until we're done with these rooms. I can't necessarily explain any particular strategy behind that, just feels right. I guess, you know, holding on to as much money as we can in case we do see a well is technically correct. If we, you know, get the chance to buy 3 Braids of Atlas or something, that would be pretty juicy. As it stands, though, the wells have given us sweet fuck all. But I'm holding out hope. I forget what the expensive purchase there was. If it's Titan Blood, that's pretty nice. Just a diamond, I don't give a shit. Poison. You do not love to see it. During the beta, there was a brief period where they tripled the poison damage or something, and I think they also reduced the time before it starts ticking, and it was rough. Okay, yeah, double strike's what we like to see right now. We're getting a lot of value out of our dash, and that's just gonna multiply that quite nicely. Okay, so what was the... Okay, there's no Titan blood to buy. We can afford Hermes and Artemis both. Although we don't really need Artemis anymore. In any case, we're going to take the Palm. Probably just skip the money room as long as this is the Seder Sack. And if this isn't the Seder Sack, then we get to skip the Elite room. But yeah, with another bunch of side hustle procs, I don't think we're going to be needing any more obols. I'm not buying a diamond. I've got way too many of those already. I guess theoretically I can trade the diamonds up into Titan blood. And here's the sack. Yeah, just more jolted. Very happy with that. Okay, 10 minutes left. Very comfy. Alright, now let's see what's... Okay, quick reload. That's pretty nice. Yeah, quick reload is what we're looking for here. Now, with any luck, Artemis will give us exit wounds. No such luck. Where are we getting crits from? We're just getting crits from pressure points, so that's like 3%, and from our cast. So Hunter's Mark doesn't do much for us. Oh, none of these really do anything. Let's take Hunter's Mark. It might turn into a good mark chain or something. I do love Logan Cunningham, but I don't feel uncomfortable skipping the lines I've heard before. Ooh, surface fish. Surface fish are great. Alright, so we're in the boss fight again, so we should remember that we did invest in that backstab stuff. Oh yeah, and that's a nice, juicy, big damage number there. Zagreus is ADHD representation. Oh my god, that was like 2,000 damage. Which, you know, is not outrageous. You see those damage numbers pretty frequently if you play like Hestia, but... There's certainly the kind of damage numbers where we're not lamenting our lack of exit wounds now. It would be nice, but it wouldn't be, you know, a huge increase to our damage. Look at that, 3,000 damage in the combo. That one must not have been a backstab, I don't understand why. Love it. Alright, well I'm very pleased that I finally managed to put that build together, doubly so since I got it on camera. Quite nice. Never did end up with anything that special. Now if we can catch a rare surface fish, that would be really great. Oh, just a trout, but that is okay. That will still be, I think that's still like an ambrosia or a titan blood or something, so can't complain about that. Anyway, thanks again for watching. If you watched, which I don't know really why you are.